a good handshake.
Well, listen, dude, for all these years in wrestling where they tell you have to be as gentle as possible, otherwise it's kind of like messed my brain up. Now I'll shake hands. I'm like, damn.
I thought when you go in for the handshake in amateur wrestling, you want to look them in the eye.
You
and
do.
be like,
No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about pro wrestling. This is where you have to be as gentle as possible, otherwise people don't want to work with you.
like high school wrestling, I was on.
Oh yeah. Good luck. You know.
And if they gave you a weak handshake, you're like, oh, I'm gonna win.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
over
fish.
now. Yeah, a dead fish.
No, it's funny then, and I know I gotta go. I'm gonna be late now, but I can't stop. Is that this whole handshake thing?
Yeah.
Like in development, like it's like stiff. Oh man, like you know what I mean? Like nobody's gonna work. So then I go up to like the main roster, and it's like, if you only see Vince, you gotta shake his hand. You gotta look him right in the eye, otherwise he can fire you. It's like holy shit. What were these 4 years of the gentle dead fish handshakes?
What's Vince's handshake like?
Well, he'll squeeze you and look you in the eye.
It's a good handshake.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's like a power thing as well, which I can respect.
Of
I like
course.
the top chook is the biggest rooster in the coop. You know what I'm saying? So like that's the top chook, right? It's usually like just like substantially bigger than the rest of the chickens, right? So it's the pecking order. So it's like at the end of the day, he's trying to establish he's the top chook. So when he sees like a top chook like myself, you know what I mean? Then it's like a battle of like, okay, who's going to submit here first?
He's a fellow bodybuilder.
Oh, dude, we kicked it off so well, man. So the first time I met him, I'm going to be late. It's cool. I don't even care. I can't stop. The first time I met him, so it was in Stamford. It was like the WWE tour or whatever. And everyone's like trying to be like respected. That's what I'm saying. I'm not an ass kisser. I don't even care. It just might be to my detriment, but at the same time, I think it's why people like me as well. So everyone's like, oh, Vince, nice to meet you, sir. Yeah. And he's like, and I see him like, Vince, like, where's the gym, dude? What the hell? Give me a tour. He's like, yeah, how much weight do you think you can pit shark or whatever? I'm like, dude, I don't know. I maxed the thing out. I've done, you know what I mean? I've done 11 plates as many as can fit. He's like, yeah. I'm like, you can get like those thin plates though. The kilo plates. You put those on. He's like, how much weight do you think you can get on there then? I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a mathematician, but I don't know, a couple thousand. It's just like, meanwhile, the other people are just like, okay, like awkward. Oh, we're just male bonding about pit shark squats. And then, another time at TV, like, oh my God, like, Boogs, Vince needs to talk to you. Like, I don't know what like, they're like freaking me out. Like, he really wants to talk to you. Like, he thinks that, you're a yes man, you're not listening to him, you're not doing what he wants you to do. I'm like, oh shit, like, okay. So I go in there, and I'm like, oh, what's up, Vince, or whatever. So, I can't even remember what it was. I'm like, yeah, man. I'm like, hey, by the way, I was at a gym today, and I just did like 585 for 5 and squat or whatever. He's like, how low do you squat? I'm like, oh, dude, I go as low as possible. He's like, we just started talking about squats. It was like the greatest conversation ever. I'm like, everyone's like intimidated by him, but I mean, it's just like, I don't know. I've always said great. We just talk about lifting. That's our relationship.
Yeah, you found something to connect
Seems to
on.
just be about squats. It's always about squats.
There's videos of Vince squatting, and you're like, damn, that guy's still so strong.
Yeah, he's a top chook.
Did you ever get to work out with him?
No, I asked him a million times. I said, when are we going to work? Dude, I'll freaking, rip or cut some suit pants off, make them shorts, and do it at 3 a.m. with you if you want. That's what I've heard he does. I would love that.
That's amazing.
I've tried, dude. I've messaged him and stuff. I think only to my detriment, probably. Because what the hell's this guy messaging me for? I never heard his number, but I somebody's like, hey, try like this email, like chairman or something like that. Oh, okay. So I send him this like flexing video and shit. I'm like, this probably backfired.
And here we are.
Yeah, here we are. Yeah, exactly.